Starting and growing a successful business means having a good leader. So, what is a good leader and how can we guide you through it? This series is about creating your project. Therefore, you would be the reason it exists. You are the one starting the initiative aligned with your purpose, and you are responsible for the company's overall culture. Your type of leadership, as well as the actions, inactions, and behaviors of the whole team, will determine the business's performance. Most of us follow social norms and practices that are shaped by our social cultures and the environment we were raised in. The way we behave is often heavily unconsciously based on our past, which makes it more challenging for some people to adapt. That behavior could include our style of leadership and includes the experience, personality, values, and assumptions. By looking carefully at these influences and behavioral outcomes, a leader may recognize opportunities for self-development and strategic behavior that can reshape their performance and business outcome. Lead by example. You've heard this sentence before. What does it truly take? You are the image of your business at first, so your attitude will influence greatly the perceptions and behaviors your team will have of you, the business and its goals. You don't have to follow social norms that dictate how to be a boss because it is not relevant to everyone. There is no precise leadership style to follow, but there are core values that are proven guidelines. Your experience, your personality, and your values are to be used and shared within the atmosphere of your business. You can be a good leader by embracing your uniqueness and exploring the effective ways to translate your vision to your team to then shape the culture of the company. The self-development of the leader and the ethics of their values are essential for the stability and trust of the team, as he or she will influence the behavioral outcome of the whole team and business. This evolution is never-ending because you will have to adapt as your business grows as well as your community. You will lead differently and accordingly. Your actions reinforce their perceptions of what you want, and over time, this evolves into a culture that conveys to everyone what is expected, what is allowed, and what is prohibited. Since the culture reflects the values, beliefs, and behavior of the employees, it then influences their attitudes and actions, and ultimately their performance. For example, if you decide to have an empathetic and understanding approach for your leadership style towards team members and other professional relationships, you have to assess the strengths and weaknesses of it. Being compassionate will keep the morale of your team at a high level, as they will feel respected and valued. However, there will be a time and place to be stricter, because the goal also requires discipline and time management, which are not to be discussed. As you will lead by example, you have to portray the values you want to spread within the company and be as self-disciplined, positive, focused, empathetic, goal-driven as you would want your team to be. Once you assess your core values, you are building on them to grow your business. Your principles reflect who you are and what your business is about, more than the product or service itself. You will guide your internal audience and external audience into your vision through your values and purpose as a resilient person and a useful business. If your passion is what drives you first, you will probably gravitate towards steps and people that answer or share the same drive. How you present yourself and, more importantly, act with your community will determine how you are going to lead your business as well. In simpler words, your business evolution can almost be a reflection of your positive self-development. As you deal with assessing your core values, it's a good idea to check if your business values are also aligned with your morals, especially at different phases of growth. When your vision is clear, your plans and actions work towards that goal. You can ask yourself these questions after you've established your purpose. What do I want my business to be in the future? Do my business principles align with my core values? How would I like my team to behave? What are my strengths and weaknesses through this type of leadership? Leading a business is a challenging endeavor. For women business leaders, challenges will be magnified due to gender discrimination, stereotyping, managing family, career pressures, and societal pressures. For those who have faced these challenges, success in business comes with a steep learning curve, but can also lead to creative solutions, personal accomplishment, and social change. Being a woman, you will probably have to face gender discrimination in the workplace. Although this practice has been slowly less apparent, it is not easy and you will have to be brave and gain the trust and respect as you grow. Of course, you have to have a mindset that you are perfectly able to be a leader, man or woman, and that your purpose, resilience, and work ethics and actions prove it. Maybe one day, we won't have to specify man and woman after the word entrepreneur or boss, and that will be achieving true equality of recognition and respect in the workplace. You have communities to support you, and you are not alone. As a leader, you are often exposed to situations and tasks that are not within your comfort zone. In my personal experience, it took time for me to get familiar with confrontations and conflicts inevitable in the workplace. It is not always enjoyable to be in charge, but sacrifices have to be made. To summarize what we said, keep in mind, lead by example. The culture of the company reflects your core values. What steps should I take to create my business? What do I stand for? What type of character would I like to portray? Regularly self-reflect. What are my strengths and weaknesses? What are my fears? What assumptions do I hold that would restrict growth? What are my goals? When your vision is clear, your plan works towards it.